Round midnight is when the Saudis spread out their opulence. Corporations get together just to shred documents. Drone strikes like the streets just to kill dissidents. Check out Sakura Kone and all his listeners. From OZ to OB, straight back to Modi. Where I can't pass the torch from 9 straight to red OG. Temperatures are rising and the world dies slowly. The world burns around us while we send fire emojis. Rappers talking about girls compared to Coca-Cola. While I'm spitting knowledge with more bars in Angola. Hola, who's a rapper hotter than the solar? You know the man from the NOLA is a soldier. I told you, right midnight decisions are made when they decide which neighborhoods and people will get played. Back at 500 with our native sons and daughters. First they stole the land and now they take their water. Here we are, Airbnb with the transplants. What type of people call a fuzz on a brass band? At the jazz fest, in the jazz tent. You gentrifying, now you're going for harassment. I'm never pressured by the things that's external. Just concentrate on us and keep it hotter than the sternal. Do it for the culture, do it for Rwanda. Let's act like New Orleans is American Wakanda. Get your kids a stem and then serve on the juries. You can bark like M'Baku, but smart like Shuri. What? Smart like Shuri. What? Yeah. Around midnight. Around midnight. Around midnight. Around midnight.
All right, folks, that's live and direct from the studio of WWLZ. I told you I was going to throw you guys for a loop. And that is definitely one no one out there, of the millions of listeners in this country and around the world via the internet, y'all have not heard that one. That is Red Dog, New Orleans' own. That just came at you, busting that rhyme with the social consciousness to boot. So, let me make sure you guys are all potted up. So, Red Dog, and I'd like the ladies to share that mic. Okay, until you guys get ready, the three of you to perform, then you can take my mic. Please introduce yourself to the listening audience out there in OZ land.
Hi, I'm Janine J9 Jackson.
All right.
Kaylin Mitchell. All
right, Kaylin and Janine. And in the studio with Red Dog, they are the trio extraordinaire. It's going to bring forth some rhythm, some culture, and some knowledge to the listening audience out there. So, a little bit of background before we get into our next selection. And as I'm talking, I'm going to line up the backing track to it. All right, Red Dog. So, tell the listening audience what was a little Red Dog doing back in the day at 7 and 12 and 15.
Wow.
You don't have to go that far back. I got to go far back.
Right. Well, native New Orleanian, went to 35.
35, McDonald's.
That's right. In a band, drum corps. We all took classical piano in my family.
Slow down.
Sure.
Classical piano?
Yes.
And you just busted that tune that we just heard. Had nothing to do with classical.
I know it's strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
Start off on classical and just from a musical family. My brother Tyrone, who's a producer, he studied with Ellis Marcellus, who's done jazz all over the world.
Tyrone Jackson.
Absolutely.
All right.
And here with J9 and Kaylin, they're great singers in their own right. I'm just blessed to have them on this project with me. And you know how New Orleans is, where music is just in your blood. So
sure, you're right.
You go to other places and we're just spoiled here by the music and the talent that's around us. So once it gets in you, it's hard to stop.
So, all right. So you got the classical background.
Yes.
You played in the school band.
Yes.
All right. So how'd you make that transition to the type of material that you do today in terms of the spoken word in the mix? With a kind of hip-hop-ish edge to it. How'd you make that transition?
I think I just grew up at the right time when hip-hop was just exploding, and I was a young kid, 4 or 5 years old, and my brothers are a little bit older than me. So I got a chance to experience hip-hop from the very beginning, and then as I got to be a teenager in the 90s, late 90s, golden age of hip-hop, and it just, I grew up at that time. It's like people say the Michael Jordan generation, and everybody played basketball. I just grew up in the hip-hop generation, and it just shaped my life.
Okay. What were your influences?
Oh, wow. So this is wild. So I'd have to say
naturally your brother for one thing. He's in the house.
He's in the house. Can't avoid him. He's in the house. We're in the same room. 3 of us in the same room. So he's in the jazz, so I'm in the jazz. My brother Don, he's in the reggae. I'm in the reggae, and I'm in the hip hop. So Rakim is a big influence for me. He was a person I think took rap to the next level, and then his protege Nas also is a favorite of mine. I also love Sting. You go back to different types of music. It's not just one thing anymore. Talib Kweli is a person that I really like as well. Bob Marley, big influence as well on the whole world, really, in music, being particular. And then they have some composers that I like, back to that classical thing. Miklos Rosa, the great soundtrack producer for some old songs. So just a lot of different influences.
All right, let's bring the ladies in, J9 and Kaylin. So how did you manage to let this guy kidnap you guys and force you to be part of this musical endeavor? How did that happen?
Well, I grew up in the house with them, so I have been forced to sing along, but it's a really good project. I've worked with Red Dog on his last 3 projects, and it is something that everybody needs to hear, so I'm here for it.
All right.
I happen to go to church with Red Dog, so that's how we know each other. Singing a praise team together.
Beautiful.
He says, Kaylin, can you sing some background vocals? Absolutely.
All right. And so obviously you got the gospel tradition in your background.
Gospel, classical, neo soul. I mean, we both study music in an educational level. Oh,
you could actually read notes?
Absolutely.
What a phenomenon that is. All right, that's great. Well, I got a set of backing tracks. So, Monsieur Red Dog, which one shall I line up next?
Let's do Global Hustler. That's got a bit of a... This talks about cultural appropriation, just how the immigrants really contributed to our country and how that kind of gets lost in the shuffle. So, we could do Global Hustler. That would be cool.
All righty. Okay, let me do this. Let me pause it.
You love my music, but you ignore my struggle. But what you don't understand is that the music comes from the struggle. And that's why you'll never fully understand my music, because you ignore my struggle. I'm kidnapped with snaps. Where in the world are my kids at? Changing the man to the man to the hole to the nail that the veil that forbids that. Cause I'm evil, vaga, basala, bombada. Say ooey, fulani, mende, and wasa. I'm stripped of my clothes, my language, my face demonstrates my anguish. I languish, my sisters violated by strangers. Preaching while you preaching, but where's Christ in his Christianized? Mutilated, castrated, whipped, hung, but somehow I'm uncivilized. Brown eyes, black skin, can't escape cause I'm in them. Nightmares not ending, make the best of this sin then. It's a phenomenon, don't know how you ever say later, but I did that. You built 3 continents, jumpstart economies, all for the sweat on my back. Child reform, so your crops irrigated. Give you this rhythm like someone's still paid it. Looking back, I wonder how we ever made it. Now I'm free, I can't ever get faded. We're related, not by choice, only because of the flag you hoist. French, German, English, Spanish, Belgian, Portuguese, British, Deutsch. I speak it differently. I'm just using my soul, cause this so Creole, just put rock in your roll. Like MJ said, I'm a slave to the rhythm. Can't take it back cause it's what I've been given. Every day's a blessing when I'm up and living. Now I'm free and never been so driven. You get these scraps and you would get to culture. I take those scraps and then I turn it into culture. Not everybody wanna walk like me, yeah. Not everybody wanna talk like me. You use my whole style and act like you made it. I'm the most imitated, but the least celebrated. From Mali to Bali, from Russia to Prussia, I'm a global hustler, Gospel, ragtime, alternative. no white bag time. I can produce so much, but I'm still getting touched by people, no lag time. You're amazed by my speech, enthralled by the way that I preach. My ideas influenced my peers for years, and now I spread my reach. Minstrel shows and sambos, now we rolling them Lambos. Wasn't part of your plan though, used to crawl non-stand though. Blues, Delta, the muddy Mississippi, muddy waters, Holland Wolf, you can't do nothing with me. Bring it back, bring it to jazz, your unique art form America has. Horns blasting, freestyle solos, bass booms while the cymbals crash. Now Dutch want much of it, but the US is barely touching it. My 7 chord, pull your card, now I made a new covenant. Johnny be good, but it seems Chuck Berry was bad. Take this rock and roll, give it to Elvis, now it's a worldwide smash. You gotta have my music, but I still gotta come through the back room. Sold out shows at Carnegie Hall, but still can't share the same bathroom. Shaft is on the big screen, showing everybody my swag. Inner city ghetto life, soul music, funk packed in a greasy brown bag. No perm, my natural so stacked though. My craft though, bell bottoms, disco in my afro. You give me scraps and you would give to a vulture. I take those scraps and then I turn it into culture. Not everybody wanna walk like me. Not everybody wanna talk like me. You use my whole style and act like you made it. I'm the most imitated, but the least celebrated. From Mali to Bali, from Russia to Prussia, I'm a global hustler, a global hustler. I'm hip-hop forever, breakdancing and b-boys. No money for instruments, turntables now make the noise. R&B never spoke for me, too many burger wrenches in this ghetto urban tree. I got to express this urbanly, we bleed so deep it's burgundy. Rock M, Eric B, change the game, did it for me. KRS-One and Andre 3, Ill Magnaz a public enemy. I took the race from the streets, now corporations have it bottled. Same music, I use it, get geeked up with it, use it, sell McDonald's. It's just a product, like TCB or Afro Sheen. Give me that cooking, give me them greens, let's turn it over to Paula Deen. She invented fried chicken and gravy. Miley Cyrus started twerking and the world went crazy. DJ Jubilee got something to say, a monkey on a stick back in the day. 91, the wall is bounced, did for fun. Even in Treme, used to pick tobacco in Carolinas. Now they pick up hip hop in China. Aries Dang, 007, couldn't bring Red Dog out any finer. Now I can't win the Grammy unless somebody calls me Mammy. 12 years, robbing thick, the butler is robbing it. Seems there's no stopping it. Too much profits with. I'll just create, wash and take the thick, the fabricate, they go shopping it. You get me scraps and you would give to a vulture. I take those scraps and then I turn it into culture. Not everybody wanna walk like me. Not everybody wanna talk like me. You use my whole style and act like you made it. I'm the most irritated, but the least celebrated. From Mali to Bali, from Russia to Prussia, I'm a global hustler, a global hustler. You give me scraps and you would give to a vulture. I take those scraps and then I turn it into culture. Not everybody wanna walk like me. Not everybody wanna talk like me. You use my whole style and act like you made it. I'm the most imitated, but the least celebrated.
Red Dog, accompanied by J9 and Caitlin. Did I get your names right?
Yes.
Wonderful. Talking about cultural appropriation. Wow. Boy, you hit it in all cylinders there. You sure you didn't leave nobody out?
I try to get everybody.
You believe in equal opportunity, right?
Absolutely. Got to get everybody.
All right. And that was called Global Hustler. And you said a little bit about, before you started, what inspired the tune.
Right.
But it is so striking in that you tie in the past cultural appropriator with the current cultural appropriator.
Yes.
So, looks like the more things change, the more they remain the same.
That's right.
Yes, indeed. Wow, that's quite poignant. So, let the listeners know how they could hear more of your material, or if they're interested in purchasing it. Where is it? Do you have a website, a CD baby, or give them the 411?
Sure. You can go to Red Dog Music. That's easy. RedDogMusic.org. You can purchase my CD there. I'm on iTunes, so anybody has Apple Music, all of my albums are on iTunes. I'm on CD Baby. You can get it there. I'm on SoundCloud, so just about every platform. You can go visit my Facebook page, Red Dog, and I'm there.
All right, very good. So, Red Dog and J9 and Miss Caitlin, where do you see yourselves going from here in terms of what are your goals, what are your objectives in terms of taking the music?
Right, I'm always a proponent of, not trying to find the big deal, but just making great music. And I feel like if you make great music, the right people are going to find you, at the right time. Mm. And the music that we do, it's not just about music to purchase, but like music to change the world, or music to change people's hearts and change their minds. And if we can change one or two people, we're doing the right thing.
All right, I like that. How about you all, ladies?
I totally agree, and I have a project called Part-Time Diva by J9 on iTunes.
It's awesome.
Part-Time Diva. Not a full-time.
Yeah, just part-time for now. Hopefully one day it might become full-time.
You're working on the full-time.
But I'm realistic. So Part-Time Diva is on CD Baby, iTunes, also on YouTube as well under J9 the Diva.
Spell J9 for the listeners out there?
It's J and 9, just like my name, Janine, but
all right.
J and 9.
All right. Miss Caitlin.
I am the only person here without a project yet. So I say that yet because I think that needs to change. So
yes,
I do have some songs that I've written.
Oh, all right, at the boot.
I've been holding on to them. So.
Don't let her
shy.
fool you. She's got an archive like Prince of songs that she's got a vault that we want her to release. So.
Beautiful. Make sure you got it all, copyrighted and stuff, because they got some cultural appropriate out there.
Yes.
Global hustle.
Yes, indeed. All right. So I got the rhythms in front of me. Mr. Red Dog, which one shall I line up to go next?
Well, I can't come on Roots Master Show without doing some reggae, so I got a little reggae-ish type tune for us, and
which one?
That's the Christian Warrior.
Christian Warrior. So what was the inspiration behind Christian Warrior?
It's like it's sad that we have this image of Christianity as something that's weak and passive, and it sometimes you really have to be courageous to stand up for your beliefs, whatever your beliefs are. So this is Christian Warrior, and that's what it's about.
All right, that is Red Dog. With J9 and Caitlin, and we're coming up with Christian Warrior. Enjoy.
I'm a Christian warrior, the devil cannot hold me. A Christian soldier, as if you don't know me. A Christian warrior, the devil can't hold me. A spiritual soldier, as if you don't know me. Let's go, I can spit it with the best of them. Tell you about my transformation, tell you about my testament, tell you about the Trinity. The Savior is a friend of me. I watch him as he blasting anything will show my enemies. At the gates and the enemies internal. But people wanna tell you that you're heading for an inferno. They fight fire with fire, that's not my desire. I was sent to spread the word and warn the world about the liar. He told you ain't good enough. He told you that your hood ain't hood enough. But the Messiah tells me different. All we need to lose, listen, change your heart, change your mind, and give your mission vision. I fight with the power of Yahweh. I am limitless power, but he's humble as a lamb. The devil is a lion and he's searching for the weak. But I'm trying to beef up on every word that Jesus speaks. But I'm tempted to burst up like a champion, putting MCs asleep like an Ambien. Wake up! I'm here to shake up the whole game. Represent the Savior and manifest his name. So let the evil go, cause we don't need casinos. No, we just need the people, the loving of the people. Yo, yeah. I'm a Christian warrior, The devil cannot hold me. A Christian, a soldier. That's if you don't know me. A Christian warrior. The devil cannot hold me. A spiritual soldier. That's if you don't know me. Everybody wants to memorize laws and scriptures, but won't help the poor who are always with you. Biblical in mind, but your heart is a fixture. It's like you're looking at a pixel instead of the picture. Get clearer. Stop judging though the sin is nearer. You want an image of a sinner, then pick up a mirror so you can see all your false transgression and thoughts and realize that you too were a part of the laws. Reach back and stop preaching to people. Stop looking for the evil in people. A kid with an attitude that's always silent. He's a victim of domestic violence. A man who is homeless and he's got no skill. A soldier from Afghanistan is mentally ill. A child is in jail for killing the judge. A lost child in this place that is screaming for love. I'm a soldier and my weapon is Christ. I tell everyone I can what he did in my life. Precisely. Took me from a boy and turned me to a man so hot. I'm spitting fire in your brain so you understand. We are covered by his love. We are marching in his love. We are march, we are march, we are march, we are marching. In Jesus Christ we show love and I'm a Christian warrior. The devil cannot hold me. A Christian soldier. That's if you don't know me. A Christian warrior. The devil cannot hold me. A spiritual soldier. That's if you don't know me. Clap it off. Jesus in your presence, with your blood you bought and clap it off. Me grace, me mercy, with your blood you bought and you are my redeemer.
You're great.
You are me provider. Nah, my shelter.
You're great.
Me provider. Nah, you are my defender.
You're great.
Me provider. Nah, my shelter.
You're great.
Me defender, we covered by the blood of the Most High King. Make a joyful noise, this is the Most High sing. And everywhere I go, this is the Most High thing. Make a joyful noise, this is the Most High thing. One time, hands up, everybody stand up. Don't worry about the world, cause they don't understand us. Two times, two hands, everybody swerve now. Think about the people in your life you can serve now. One time, hand up, everybody stand up. Don't worry about the world, cause they don't understand us. Two times, two hands, everybody swerve now. Think about the people in your life you can serve. Let the evil go, cause we don't need casinos, no. We just need the people, the loving of the people, yo. And yet, I'm a Christian warrior. The devil cannot hold me. A Christian soldier. That's if you don't know me. A Christian warrior. The devil cannot hold me. A spiritual soldier. That's if you don't know me. A Christian warrior. The devil cannot hold me. A Christian soldier. That's if you don't know me. A Christian warrior. The devil cannot hold me. A spiritual soldier. That's if you don't know me.
Red Dog, coming at you live from the studio of WWOZ. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, that was called Christian Warrior. And I'm duly impressed, Monsieur Red Dog, that you could be a Christian and also be a critic.
Yes, absolutely.
At the same time.
You have to be. You have to be honest. You have to be.
Because I usually see it, just one way or the other. All criticism, all no, you can't criticize it. No matter what's going on in the church, no matter what's going on with the minister, no matter what kind of big old gigantic car he's driving, and or trying to raise $1 million to buy an airplane. Don't ruffle no feathers.
Right.
So how did that come about? That you could be a critic as well as proclaim to be a Christian?
I think if you really study and confirm your beliefs and not just do what everybody's taught you to do and not just say, well, I'm going to be this religion because my mom was this religion. If you really study and understand your own beliefs, you can think critically about what somebody in the pulpit is doing or what they're not doing. And you can tell yourself if they're following Christ or not. So it just comes from having a knowledge yourself and proving this to yourself and not just doing something because you've always done it.
All right. We have a couple of more selections lined up here on the list. Which one would you all like to go to next?
Let's do Now I Believe. I want to feature some of these awesome vocalists that we have in the studio.
Sure. I'm
so-
game. Now I
So
believe.
let's do that. And there's a little twist at the end of the song, so it's going to seem like it's going off. There's like maybe 10 seconds, but then we're going to do something special at the very end of the song. And
Okay.
this tune,
Not around midnight again, though, right?
no, not another special one.
Well, it's almost 1. We only got 5 minutes in the midnight hour.
I know that's your
Maybe,
tune.
maybe we bust out Wilson Pickett instead.
I know that's your tune. I know it's your tune.
Dance till the midnight hour. Yes,
We're gonna do
indeed.
something
So,
special after
ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, we got Red Dog, we got J9, a.k.a. Janine, and we got Miss Caitlin as well, and they're going to do this one called Now I Believe In.
Pull me up from my dark place. You look down low when you touch my face. You told a loser they could win. I am forgiven. It's time to believe. Now I believe.
Another sleepless night, another thinking session. It's time to think of how I came up short and missed your blessing. Is this a lesson, or am I just another sinner? Deluded butterfly living like a caterpillar. My metamorphosis is so much slower than I wanted, and it's time for me to fly, then let me get up on it. I thought I beat the sin, and now I'm back again. How can I stop these evil thoughts from ever happening? I'm a Christian, I'm surely not infallible. I'm hoping this iron heart will turn to something malleable. That'll go nicely when I'm living Christly. What will I do when the images entice me? Close the browser and get into his spirit. Praise his name so loud the whole world will hear it. Forgive me, Father, I'm a wretch of a man. Lift me from the sin with the stretch of your hand.
You pulled me up from my dark place. You looked down low when you touched my face.
Touch my face.
You told a loser they could win.
They could win.
I am forgiven. It's time to believe.
Now I believe.
Now I believe.
Now I believe.
I started so innocent, then I got corrupted. I listened to myself instead of your instructions. You paid for your life with the cross and the stripes. You were risen, living, and sitting with God on his right hand. Throne power of the universe at your call. There to pick me up every time I trip and fall. Why do I ball out when I'm insecure? Why am I filthy while you're so pure? Cause I'm the knockoff and you're the original. I want a pure spirit and you're purely spiritual. You came to rescue me from all my self-maladies. I can't forgive myself, and it's my fallacy. I can't forgive myself, and it's my fallacy. Only God can save me from eternal fatality. Immortal combat, I tell you where I'm at. Free from doubt, fear. God, you got that.
I can fly now, higher than I could ever go on my own. I can fly now, faster than I could ever go by myself. I can fly with you.
Too many times we hold on to sins from days past, thinking it defines us. When the guilt reminds us, rise like a phoenix from the ashes. Dwell on the grace from the one who surpasses all understanding. The plan and abandon, planning new start, standing on his promises that's landing in my heart. God took me from a sinner to a saint, reminding me of who I am now and not who I ain't. I'm a soldier, spiritual, Christian, imperial, changing dirty roads from my sins with new material, clothed in this brilliance, feeling this elation, burst out from the chrysalis, cause I'm a new creation. Yeah, cause I'm a new creation, a true child of God and not a pale imitation. I can't fly now and look back on who I wasn't last, so into the future instead of crawling to my past.
You pull me up from my dark place. You look down low when you touch my face.
Touch my face.
You told a loser they could
Who's got that DNA? What's in your DNA? Yeah. 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 Red Dog, Sakura Kone, 90.7 WWOZ. Come on. I got loyalty and royalty inside my DNA. Jesus died for me and rise for me inside my DNA. I got Trinity, divinity inside my DNA. The story of His glory is inside my DNA. I got miracles and miracles inside my DNA. I got spiritual, not physical, inside my DNA. I got balance, silver talents, that's inside my DNA. I got room in this communion, that's inside my DNA. I got bread and wine, He is the vine inside my DNA. I got healings and new feelings, that's inside my DNA. I got Bibles and disciples, that's inside my DNA. No more bottles, just apostles, that's inside my DNA. He placed in me, was faithfully inside my DNA. I'm not crying, killing giants, that's inside my DNA. Sons and daughters splitting waters is inside my DNA. And moreover, that's Passover, that's inside my DNA. I got kings and chronicles, that's inside my DNA. I got third eye, not a monocle inside my DNA. Calling fire from the sky is inside my DNA. Burning wrath with golden calf is inside my DNA. When did you think I was done? When was the race ever won? When He delivers the fearers, the rivers, the cheerers, my ears, the givers, the hearers of His only Son. Now, if you open your eyes, I open them wide. I'm hoping that you open the sides, your hope of His eyes, choking your pride to make room for the Spirit and the comfort that sanctifies. Apocalypse is now, if you open your eyes, I open them wide. I'm hoping that you open the sides, your hope of His eyes, choking your pride to make room for the Spirit and the comfort that sanctifies. Apocalypse is now, if you open your eyes, I open them wide. I'm hoping that you open the sides, your hope of His eyes, choking your pride to make room for the Spirit and the comfort that sanctifies. Apocalypse is now, if you open your eyes, I open them wide. I'm hoping that you open the sides, your hope of His eyes, choking your pride to make room for the Spirit and the comfort that sanctifies. Apocalypse is now, if you open your eyes, I open them wide. I'm hoping that you open the sides, your hope of His eyes is choking your pride to make room for the Spirit that sanctifies.
Red Dog. Red Dog, backed by the sweet voices of Miss Janine and Miss Caitlin. Miss Janine, also known as J9. And it's at the top of the hour, 1 a.m. Central Standard Time. And I have to remind you that you're listening to WWOZ 90.7 FM, New Orleans, Louisiana, and also at WWOZ.org on the World Wide Web. With yours truly, the Roots Master, taking you all the way until 6 a.m. So hopefully y'all riding on the music and information journey. Yes, indeed. Got Red Dog in the studio for a few more minutes, accompanied by J9 and Miss Caitlin. And we're going to talk a little bit more. Where can you all be seen and or heard? Anywhere in town or on planet Earth?
Well, just last month. Just last month we did the Zulu Picnic, which was a great gig for us. We had a stage. We did a 1-hour set. We did an anniversary for organization anniversary this past Sunday. 2 weeks before that, we did a gig. So we're all over. I can't tell you what the next gig is, but if you look out for us, we're out there. We put everything on social media, so please come check us out.
Okay, and when you say social media, tell them all the...
Sure. On Instagram, I'm at Red DZ. You come follow me, get like a little slice of my life. I have a couple new songs that I'll be working on in the next month or so. I'm on Facebook as Red Dog. I'm on Twitter as Red DZ. So I keep my schedule updated, what we're doing, and just come out and join us and check us out.
All right. Very good. Thank you so much for dropping in on us here at WWOZ.
Thank you for having us.
And y'all are local yokum, homies, homeboys, homegirls, brothers, sisters, cousins, neighbors, and members of this artistic community in New Orleans that made it world acclaim.
That's right.
Everybody wants to come to New Orleans from all over the world, and it is because of the art that is created much like what you all have been presenting here this evening, this morning. Yes, indeed. So feel free to come back and update us on developments, whether you are got some gigs that are lined up, future CD in the making, which you guys have toured in other places too, huh?
Oh, yeah. We've been to Oklahoma, North Carolina, Florida, all through Texas, just about everywhere. I've been doing this since 2001. This is my fourth album. So we've been just about everywhere. And we will, go everywhere, wherever the gig is. So we want to thank you also for having us on the show.
My pleasure.
Local music, it's wonderful where everybody's going national, that we still have some brave DJs that'll bring local music in. So this is awesome.
OZ in the house,
right.
putting it down.
That's right.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, Red Dog.
Welcome.
Thank you, Miss Janine and Miss Caitlin. You guys have been wonderful. And keep on keeping on.
Thank you, big brother. Thank you so much.
Peace and blessing always.
Peace.
And I'm going to lay this here announcement for you guys to check out before I get off into some recorded music. Enjoy.
WWOZ is celebrating Jazz Fest at 50 with this Jazz Fest Time Capsule.